Episode 165, Why Forcing Outcomes Fail, Compiler Safety Rules and System Integrity. Up to now, we have explained how reality executes. We have covered the runtime stack. We have covered the compiler. Now we need to address one of the most common mistakes people make, trying to force outcomes. What forcing actually is, forcing is not effort, forcing is not persistence. Forcing is attempting execution without compiler approval. It's trying to bypass verification. Why people try to force? People force when they believe desire should override structure, intensity should override compatibility, urgency should override stability, but execution doesn't respond to urgency. It responds to alignment. The compiler's role in forcing, the compiler's job is to protect system integrity. If an input threatens coherence, stability, or safety, it does not execute it, no matter how badly it's wanted. What happens when you force? When forcing occurs, the compiler flags the signal. Execution is blocked or rerouted. Distortion increases. This is not resistance, it's containment. Why forcing backfires? Forcing creates internal contradiction. One part of the system pushes forward, another part pulls back. This splits the signal. Split signal cannot compile. The illusion of temporary success. Sometimes forcing appears to work. Execution begins, but it collapses later down the line. That's because the compiler allowed a partial run before instability appeared. The system then corrects and snaps back. Why this feels personal? People interpret forcing failure as I wasn't strong enough, or I didn't believe hard enough, I didn't visualize hard enough. But the system isn't evaluating belief, it's evaluating executability. The safety rule being violated. The core rule forcing violates is simple. Execution cannot exceed integration. If reality expanded faster than coherence allows, the system would fragment. So forcing must fail. What alignment does instead? Alignment doesn't push, it resolves contradiction. It updates identity, it stabilizes emotion, it expands perception. Then execution becomes effortless. Key insight: the system does not reward force, it responds to readiness. Practical clarity: if you feel like you're pushing reality uphill, stop pushing. Check what hasn't integrated yet. That's the real work. Forcing is not power, stability is. Coercion doesn't accelerate execution, alignment does. Next, we move into automatic versus manual execution. How most reality runs by default and what changes when consciousness participates. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and follow for more aligned content. And if you are new, please start with episode 0, the source field, and then move on to episode 0.5, how consciousness became the operating system of reality, and then follow the sequence in order. Everything builds progressively. And also please do not forget to download free books and PDF for these episodes from the link in my bio. Thank you.